So this is lesson 15 problem set in Algebra 2. And the practice, there's only one problem there. Doing the elimination is done exactly like 15.1 that we just did in the lecture. So that shouldn't give you any problem at all. We're jumping up to, we skipped 1 through 4. Isn't that nice of me to throw out the story problems in this lesson? 5 and 6 are using elimination. 7 and 8 are using substitution. Make sure you follow the instructions. Don't pick a favorite way to eliminate or get rid of the variables and solve these. Do it according to the instructions. In real life, you will be given the option on whether you use elimination or substitution. But right now I want to give you practice in both of these so that you can be good at both of them. So that's why I want you to do both. Let's see, anything else for number 15? I don't really see any other problems with problem set 15. So I think you should be good to go as far as the review sections. Doesn't look like there's really anything scary. Some of you have a little bit of problems with something like number 26. We have 8x squared y over m negative 2x squared plus 3y squared over m to the negative 2 minus 5m squared x to the negative 2 over x negative 2, y negative 2. Okay, so the key thing here, when they're asking us by simplifying, by adding like terms, I notice here that I do not have any terms that I can't combine any of these three because my denominators are all different. So one of the things that helps is I can shuffle things around a little bit in order to get my denominators to be the same. Okay, at this point they're not, but I can work at trying to get my denominators the same by moving things up or down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this m to the minus 2 up, this m to the minus 2 up. So that means we'll have nothing on the bottom. I'll have an x squared here, but since I have an x squared there, those will cancel. So I can do all kinds of stuff here. I'm going to move my m squared up because that negative means move it up. I'm going to move this one up too. And because I have an x squared there and an x squared there, those can be canceled. So now I've got 8m squared, y times y is y squared. I've got that. And over here I have 3m squared, y squared. Okay? And now let's work on this one. Let's move this up and this up. So that gives me 5m squared x to the minus 2x squared, because we moved this one up so it becomes a positive x squared. And then I've got a y and I moved it up so it becomes positive. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So these x's go away. And let's move my y squared closer. Okay, so now I have common terms. I have like terms. So 8 plus 3 is 11. Minus 5. 11 minus 5 is 6. Okay, well, that didn't look like a 2. Alright, so that ends up being in your answer. So remember, when you're given something like this, it doesn't look like they can add. Move your letters up and down depending on whether there's negatives on them until you can rearrange them to see if you can get a common denominator so that you can go ahead and combine the like terms. So that is problem set for lesson 15 in Algebra 2.